G'day all, welcome back to Nat Snacker's Yard and the fourth of the recovering a dodgy paint job, which is the final one, because we are complete. A bit of an apology, I'm going to confuse some people because what I'm going to do is extract the previous set of paint videos and make a third video. So at the moment you've got 1, 2 and this is going to be 4, so I'll make a 3 by pulling stuff out of a previous video I did it. Why? I just want to make a bit of a series and have it as a standalone playlist for anybody else that wants to have a look at doing this themselves. So what have I done? So the paint cured nicely, left it for a couple of days. Well, yeah, it was a couple of days in the end. Then went on to rubbing it down. What do you use? Really whatever you've got. I wouldn't go any lower than 1000 grit myself on spray paint, on rattle can spray paint. So effectively it was a wet sand down with 1000 grit. I've been really careful on the edges of all of it, all the way up to 2500, which I think is the highest I've got. Then a little bit of Halford's Best rubbing compound, then my normal combination of the ultimate stuff, a bit of turtle wax on the top. So normally a good couple of coats of that, mostly with my drill and my mop, and sometimes by hand. One thing I do find with fresh paint is you can do that and it looks great. You leave it 2 days and it dulls off really quickly. I just think fresh paint is really thirsty and it just needs a lot of polish. So what I've done is left it a couple of days, let it go a bit dull, and then give it a quick whack over over all the surfaces by hand. And yeah, and the results are pretty good. You see my shadow more than you'll see in my reflection, but pretty good. Right, so the troublesome mudguard has actually come out pretty good, I think. You can see the reflection of the sky. Cone looks pretty good on the contrast of the black, and the sides look pretty awesome as well. So what lessons? How am I going to do this better next time? Well, first thing, my putty work and my sanding afterwards will be better, although these were in quite a shocking state in some cases, but you know, I need personally to get better at that, at the prep bit. On the rub down, I was a lot more careful on this than I was on other bikes I've done. So when you are rubbing it down and sanding it down, your sandpaper will naturally take off the edges, and I have done it on a couple of places. So there you go, there's a tiny bit up there where I've gone down to it, which is a bit of a piss. I'm a bit annoyed with myself, but I will be more careful next time. So learn from my lessons, just be very cautious on the edges, don't stand up to the edges, and indeed just compound them around the edges would be my advice in the way that I'm doing it next time. Any other lessons? Just be patient. It's really easy to get carried away and want great results instantly. It doesn't happen. You just need to take your time and do it properly. Right, cool. That will do me. It's a really short one, this. I just wanted to show what you can achieve quite easily. There's no special skills here. There's no special background or experience. It's just patience. What you can achieve with a rattle can, with a bit of time, a bit of effort, and a bit of concentration. Cool. So what next? Well, I think Charlie's picking these up tomorrow being Saturday. So the next time you should see these, they'll be mounted on Amanda's DNA. So if you're not subscribed to Charlie's channel, you really should be. You're missing out on quite a lot. Go and check out Motorcycle Rescuer. Charlie's a sound bloke, and I will certainly be watching, because I am desperate to see what the bike looks like thrown together. I have not done painting somebody else's panels before. It's a bit of an odd experience, particularly when you don't really know how it all knits together. I mean, obviously it's easy enough to work out and you can look at pictures on the internet, but actually the bit that I'm really intrigued by is, what does this look like when it's actually mounted? So go check out Charlie's channel and join me in finding out what this bike eventually looks like. Cheers all, catch you later. Ta-da.